As Nate Hastings deals with the mysterious appearance of Amy Lewis, a strange woman who returns to Genoa City after a long absence, things begin to get complicated and tense. Amy, with her mysterious smile and insinuating words, not only shakes up Nate's life but also raises a series of questions about her true identity and purpose. In his journey to find out Amy's background, Nate seeks the help of Mamie Johnson, a respected grandmother and witness to the many ups and downs of the Abbott and Hastings families. With her rich life experience and keen observation, Mamie notices something strange about Amy from the first time they meet. There is something familiar yet strange in her demeanor and gestures, as if Amy had been present in the Hastings family's lives long ago. Mamie begins her investigation into Amy's background with caution, trying to dig deeper into the mysterious woman's past to uncover the truth. With each clue Mamie finds, her suspicions grow stronger about the true relationship between Amy and Nate. Mamie suspects that Amy is not a stranger but may be a link in a complicated family story that no one knows about. The biggest question is whether Amy is Nate's biological mother or not. Dramatic and tense predictions coming. As Mamie continues her journey to find out the truth, the relationship between Amy and Nate becomes more complicated and tense than ever. Amy gradually reveals some details about her past, the stories she has experienced, and the sacrifices she made to protect someone, but she never says who made her suffer like that. Nate feels that every word Amy says seems to contain a huge secret, something that could change his entire perception of life and family. As details gradually come to light, the suspicion that Amy is Nate's biological mother becomes stronger. This not only sends Nate into an emotional spiral, but also puts the relationships around him into a state of tension. If Amy is really Nate's mother, it means that everything he has ever known about his family is a lie, and this will create a huge shock. The big question: Amy, the hidden mother? If Mamie's suspicions are correct, this truth will lead to a series of unpredictable consequences. Nate will have to face questions about why Amy left him, what forced her to keep the secret all these years, and most importantly, whether he can accept Amy as a part of his life. The truth that Amy is Nate's biological mother will likely cause him to experience a range of emotions, from anger to forgiveness, from pain to sympathy. In addition, Amy's presence and the secret she carries threaten to cause deep conflicts in the Hastings family. If Amy is really Nate's mother, other family members may react negatively, especially those who have played a role in caring for and raising Nate all this time. The relationship between Nate and his family members is at risk of serious rift when the truth is revealed. Mamie, the balancer and the secret of the storms. Mamie, with her love and protection for Nate, will have to make difficult decisions to protect her beloved nephew. Will she reveal the truth as soon as she finds out, or will she choose to keep it a secret to protect Nate from harm? Mamie is at a crossroads. She can be the one to keep Nate from falling apart in the face of this dark secret, or she can choose to remain silent to maintain peace in the family. Whether Amy is Nate's biological mother is still an open question, but this story is sure to push everything to the climax of drama. Internal conflicts, family ties, and intertwined secrets will make the story more complex and attractive. Will Mamie discover the truth behind this mysterious woman? And if Amy really is Nate's mother, can he overcome this shock and accept her, or will he push her away like a stranger? The answer is still unknown, but it is certain that the truth will relentlessly pursue and affect all the characters in Genoa City's fascinating power play. Meanwhile, Jack Abbott is facing great loss and grief. The death of his wife and the rift with his son Kyle have left Jack devastated, even leading to a state of emotional outburst. Although Jack tries to recover, the shock of his broken marriage to Diane only hurts him more. After a big fight, Jack decides to kick Diane out of the house, marking the end of their relationship. Although this decision brings him temporary relief, the shadow of Victor Newman's plot still hangs over him. Nikki Newman, Jack's close friend, notices his breakdown. She worries that Jack may not be able to overcome this psychological stress without relapse, a dark past they both experienced and know well. Nikki decides to help Jack get back on his feet, even though she herself is torn between loyalty and potential danger. Because Nikki knows that her husband, Victor, will not miss the opportunity to attack Jack when he is at his weakest. In a frank conversation between Jack and Nikki, Jack says confidently but somewhat exhausted, "I lost my wife and son, I will not lose my sanity." Nikki, with a worried look in her eyes, can only reply, "We both know that is easier said than done." It is the memories of her dark past that urged Nikki to support Jack, but it also makes her torn between loyalty and friendship. The irony here is that Jack was the one who saved Nikki during the most difficult time of her life. However, that kindness becomes a reason that Victor sees as a reason to attack, to push Jack over the edge. While emotional storms are swirling in Genoa City, a tense situation occurs when Daniel is arrested. Chance, in the role of a police officer, reads Daniel's rights, preparing to take him to jail for murder. Phyllis Summers, Daniel's mother, could not contain her emotions and screamed, desperate to protect her son. Her eyes flashed with anger and helplessness as she watched her son being led away, convinced that Daniel was framed and could not possibly be the murderer. As the situation became more serious, Christine appeared and attracted everyone's attention. With a stern expression, she declared, "I will represent Daniel." These words seemed to ease Phyllis's worries somewhat, although she still had a squinted, skeptical look at Christine. Although Phyllis did not trust Christine, the current situation forced her to cooperate if she wanted to protect Daniel from a tragic fate. Christine's appearance not only brought Phyllis a ray of hope, but also raised the question of whether these two women could put aside their personal conflicts to work together to save Daniel from the law. In fact, Daniel will need all help he can get, as the evidence seems to be stacked against him, making him a murderer. Christine, with her determination and experience in the law, is his only hope of proving his innocence. Behind the scenes is Victor, who has always been a terrifying shadow in every Abbott family trouble. He has not only silently influenced Jack's life, but also created potential dangers for all who dare to confront him. Somehow, he is always a few steps ahead of his opponents, and this time is no exception. His goal is to push Jack down the path of self-destruction, turning Jack's loss and emotional instability into weaknesses that can be easily controlled. This is a big challenge for Jack. If he does not pick himself up, he will fall into a state of the worst, and as Nikki worries, he may relapse. In a chaotic setting, the intertwined emotions of loyalty, betrayal, and the determination to protect his family make the story more complicated than ever. Internal struggles, friendships, and revenge all overlap, creating a drama full of tension and surprises. With so many plots being interwoven, one big question remains: can Jack overcome the loss and pain to stand firm, protect his honor and his family? Or will he become the next victim in Victor's calculating game? And can Nikki save Jack?